Lovato. How are you?
I'm great, how are you?
So what I like to do is, before we get ready to come back and talk to you, I always go out to like the crowd of girls that are waiting, and men too, that are waiting to come in and see you, and I say, hey, does anybody have a note for Demi? And people, you would not believe it. So people have notes. This one young lady, Ruby, wanted me to give you this bracelet, so I'll set that there.
That's like that. What is? It's really popular. This rainbow loom. Is that what it is? Rainbow loom or something?
I don't know,
like
but your makeup is amazing.
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
your
I
lip
feel like
gloss.
we're the same. We have like the same.
What time did you start working on your makeup?
Like 2 minutes before I left the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so clean but yet glossy.
Cass is a beautiful young lady, but we're so disgusting that it makes
No.
her look better. So just a couple notes. Ruby says that, Demi, I love you. Could you follow me on Twitter? That's
How many people do you follow? We were talking about your followers earlier. How many people do you follow?
I use Twitter following, like
Where it suggests people, you mean?
no, where I have like maybe 250 that I follow, but a lot of them are like people I've worked with or people that I network with.
Yeah.
Like
CNN.
Yes. Yes, I do follow CNN actually. I was like, wait, what?
Does Simon Cowell tweet? Is he on Twitter?
I'm sure he tweets. Yeah.
I feel like you'd follow him.
So just
I
the
love
last
watching.
notice. It says, Demi, sorry, this is on an envelope. It looks like it's on a Target envelope.
Or a parking ticket.
But you're such a role model, and thanks for sharing your story. Love you, and her name is Lauren. So, and I don't know what the story is that you shared with her, but probably through all your music. And I started to think, like, I was driving the car on the way up here, and I was like, you know, you're such a big, huge star, and I wonder if somebody early on in your life ever like saved your life, whether it be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Did anybody ever save your life?
Yeah, it didn't happen until maybe like 4 years ago. I had some people come into my life, not just recovery based, but specifically one person that came into my life that made me feel like I had something worth living for. It made me feel, this person said, you know, like, basically, like, get your shit together. I know the kind of woman that you can be.
I know who that was. Oprah.
How did you know?
Because that's something Oprah would say.
No.
No, I'm joking.
No, but this person really, I feel like, saved my life, gave me inspiration to keep going and to also just keep fighting hard to not just for my recovery every day, but for that's really distracting. No, it's all good. I saw you watching it. I was like, wait, what's
I know.
going on?
I'm like, is this a camera? Sorry.
No, it's all good. But basically, I was saying, yeah, this person gave me the will to fight for success, for recovery.
Great.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's really cool.
Can you talk a little bit about, I know, like, you're one of the, I think, the most open artists out there with, you know, like the personal struggles that you go through, and does that, I guess what I want to ask is, like, we do this campaign with Drex and Maney show called Stand Up and Speak Out, and it's where we're trying to get local kids in schools to understand that bullying is a problem, bullying's not cool, and that it's their job to, you know, defend their friends, speak out if they see it happening. What would you say to kids that maybe are going through that, and, you know, talk a little bit about what you went through?
Well, what I went through is, it's kind of a long story, but the gist of it was I was 12 years old. I had started working at a young age, and I think some of the success looking back had something to do with what ended up happening, which was just a bunch of girls ended up turning on me, and it had got so bad with the threats and texts and calls and everything that, and because it was verbal harassment, the school system didn't do anything, because there wasn't anything we could do. I think now that's changed.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah.
Lights on.
But yeah, I left school. I started homeschooling because it was too much.
Demi or Demi?
Demi.
So I say it right on the air, and they yell at me all the time. So, but
You
anyway,
say it wrong on the air.
No.
When you say
I
it
actually I was with Demi Moore, and then we were talking about the pronouncing of the name, and I was like, your name's so weird. I was like, why do you pronounce it like that? Just like, why do you pronounce it like that? It was just really funny.
That's funny.
Because people get
Yeah.
our names mixed up.
Yeah, I'm one of them. But so anyway, so X Factor. Let's talk about that. Was that like a surprise for you to hear that Simon had stopped doing the production or whatever happened? But you know, it's not going to be here in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah, I really wasn't focused on that just because I was already moving on to my music. This year I'm making about my music. I've already started a new album. I'd hope to release it this year. And I plan on doing a lot of touring, so we'll see how that goes.
What's your favorite part of this whole experience when you say you're going to spend the year in music? What's your favorite part of the year? Is it making music, putting it out, going on tour, seeing people, meeting fans? I mean, what's your favorite part?
Interviews.
With radio DJs.
When radio
With 3
DJs are
phones.
cool, with you guys, you're cool.
Oh, good. Thank
Most
you.
of the time, everyone's cool.
Some people in our business take it way too serious, just like some people in your business.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can't take it too seriously.
No.
No, press is hard because it's you use your voice, and as a singer, like you have to save your voice. So like by meet and greet, by all that stuff, by the time it's done, you're like, and now I gotta sing for an hour and a half. How do I do this? But I'm feeling pretty good today. So
Yeah.
we're good. But no, my favorite part I think is definitely making the album because it's just a creative process. You're so excited. You're constantly listening to the demos in the car, trying to figure out what you can do better, and then also getting to play them live. So I don't know.
Is there something, like, I always love the songwriting process. I think it's so cool how you write, then you put the music together. Sometimes you have the music first or the beat first. Is there something in your head right now or something that, like, you had to write down recently that you're dying to put together? And if so, would you share it, please?
I don't recall anything that I have written recently that's on the forefront of my mind, but I do love to write. I remember for some reason I end up writing a bunch of country songs.
Oh,
Because
wow.
it's like the southern girl in me coming out.
Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not planning on doing a country album, but I do love writing music. I was just listening to a song that is the first song that I've recorded for this album, so that's pretty exciting.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to let you save your voice. Thank
Yes.
you so much for talking to Drexel and Cass. And I know you have an arena full of young ladies that are excited to see you. So
I'm
thank you
so
so much for
excited.
talking to us.
Yeah, absolutely.